I'm just trying to, what am I trying to do? What are you trying to do, Amy? Hi everybody, welcome back to Pavonine Studios Beauty and Art. My name is Amy. If you are new here, thanks so much for joining me today. Today I am going to film another video, but I thought I would go ahead and record what I did for my makeup and stuff for that video. Not that it's anything special, but I did want to give the Naughty palette from BH Cosmetics another try. And I recently saw Angie, I don't know how to say her last name, she's Swedish. I'll link her channel below for sure. But I saw her do an all red eye, basically, if I remember right. And I thought, I want to do that. But then the week went by or 2 weeks went by or whatever, and I hadn't done it yet. So I thought, well, I am going to do that today because why not? I'm wearing just a white sweater, and I thought red eyeshadow would look good with that. So I think that is what I'm going to do today. Thanks so much for joining me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up while you're watching if you like this kind of content. I am trying to upload at least 3 times a week, but this week, having had Thanksgiving and stuff last week, I'm a little off track. So don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so that you are notified whenever I do upload a new video. All right, let's get into it. All right, so I have my eyeballs primed and I am trying to work my way through this Practically Antique Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is the anti-aging one, and so we'll see if this is, if it's still all right or not. All right, so I'm going to first start out with the color Rudolph, which is the brightest red in this palette, and we're just gonna dive right in. We're gonna go straight in with the red. No particular transition color or anything like that. I am using a Morphe R39, so it's kind of it's not flat, but it's not like the typical round fluffy brush, and I only picked this one up because it was reasonably clean. I have got to wash my brushes in the worst way. So how's everybody doing? Is everybody getting ready for Christmas or whatever it is that you celebrate this time of year, if you celebrate something? I am trying to get my decorating done, and that is a video that I plan to upload at some point. The final results, not the process, because that would be, I don't know, that would be more like a vlog, and I've never done a vlog before. I may have to investigate that in the coming year. But at any rate, I am trying to decorate my house and everything for the holidays, because I've got to do something to get, in the festive mood as best I can. So that's pigmented. I was thinking about this when I was getting ready to film, and I was like, I can't even remember what I did for my first video with this palette. And so I thought, well, if I did an all red look, I'm sorry, I'm doing another one. I'm going to grab a clean brush, and I'm just going to kind of start buffing out those edges a little bit. And you'll notice that there's a little bit of fallout from this. But I haven't done my face makeup yet, so I am not concerned, at least not yet. So I just want to soften those edges, because this is quite an intense color, and I'm not doing a cut crease or anything like that where my look is going to be super graphic, with clean lines and stuff. I find that kind of look really intriguing, but difficult to do on myself. I guess mostly because I feel like my eyes are pretty asymmetric. I mean, everybody's eyes are asymmetric. Nobody's eyes are exactly the same. Because one thing that I've noticed is that that's kind of a challenge for me is that this eye is a little bit more, what would you say? It's a little bit more hooded, a little bit more, um, I don't know, droopy's not right, quite the right word, but it's just, I feel like I really have to sort of work to get these looks to be, oh, relatively symmetrical. And I, of course, want to make the most of this beautiful red shade. This is such a good palette, and I've bought quite a few palettes recently, and a lot of them are not so much duds, but they, I don't know, they're just kind of a little bit disappointing, I guess. And so I'm not all about that. I don't like to be disappointed. Who likes to be disappointed, right? So I'm going to take a little tiny brush, and I wish I had a clean one of these. This is the Morphe M562, and it's a little tiny brush. And I like this for darkening things, especially like in the crease and in the outer corner. So I'm going to go into the color Candy Cane, which is an even darker red shade. Now it's not a lot different than Rudolph, but I think it will give me the depth that I want in that just above crease area. And if not, I will go in with something else, but I do want to keep this basically a really red, warm red eye. So I'm just darkening this this crease here, in the crease, and then just above, because I'm trying to maximize the appearance of my lids, like the size of my lids, because my eyelids are not that big, my eyes are not that big. Okay, I'm going to clean that brush off just a little bit, and I'm going to use that same brush, and I'm going to go into the color Brick, which is a nice sort of dark plummy color, and I'm hoping that this will work for an outer corner shade here, just to, not so much because I want like a burgundy color in the outer corner, but just to deepen that up a little bit. I might go in with either a little bit of coal or hot cocoa and darken this up just even. I might darken this up a little bit more. We'll see what things look like. I'm going to go into the color Nutcracker, which is a little bit darker than Brick. This gives me a good chance to see how well, or if, these shadows layer and build. And I'm going in slow because if I just wanted like something really different, I would have just gone in with hot cocoa or coal right from the start. But I do want to keep this warm. And I am really blowing this out because I want to have kind of a more rounded shape. I do plan to do eyeliner and stuff, lashes and all that, but I still want to have a nice sort of rounded and blown out shape. I'm going to take that first brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend this red onto I'm not really adding any product or anything to the brush. I just want to bring it down onto my lid so that I have a bit of an undercolor, for lack of a better word, for the shimmer shade that I put on my lid. So it's good to have a color under there, although not strictly necessary. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do a little bit of Spike Cider, which is this really pretty sort of coppery shade, or if I want to do Chestnuts, which is a very glittery shade. I'm kind of leaning towards Chestnuts just because it is glittery, and Therefore, I think that the red undercolor there will show through a little bit. I am going to put on just a little bit of the Too Faced glitter glue because I do want this to stick. And I think that if I don't do that, it's just gonna kind of fade away because it seems like a relatively dry glitter formula. So I'm just patting this, oh, in the general neighborhood of where I want my glitter to be. And don't you worry, I am going to clean up all of this mess before I move on to my face or my brows or any of that stuff. So I'm going to pick a little bit of this up on kind of a flat, fluffy brush. This is like one from it's like a double-ended one from a palette. What does that say? This is from a cargo palette. Anyway, and I'm going to spray this because, like I say, this seems quite powdery, and so I want maximum payoff if I can get it. And I'm not looking to make this glitter opaque necessarily. And then just gently pat over where the glitter and that darker outer corner meet. I'm going to take just some random brush here, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of that spiked cider just because I think the color is really pretty, and I'm going to put it right between the glitter and the dark outer corner. Just a tiny bit. I don't even know if this will like show or anything, but I'm going to pick up a little tiny brush and I'm going to go back into that Nutcracker shade, and I'm just going to add a little bit more. I find that this is the kind of look that takes a little bit of time, a little bit of patience. It's better for me anyway if I go in a little bit slower and sort of build things up if I can. I think I'm going to go into that really tiny brush again, clean that off because I did pick up a dark color with it. And I'm going to go into the shade Rudolph again. And I am just going to basically put it not any different from where it was, but just sort of re-intensify it. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. I certainly have red eyeshadow everywhere. And so I'm going to go ahead and clean this up and add my eyeliner, add my lashes, all that jazz, do the rest of my face, etc. And I will come back and I will finish this video off. We're just playing today, so no stress, totally chill, you know, no check-ins, no wear tests, no nothing like that. Just wanted to play with this palette again. Okay guys, I am back and I've got the rest of my makeup on. Let me share real quick with you what I put on the rest of my face. For my foundation today, I used the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue foundation. For my lips, I went in with a random lip liner here on my desk. I think it was the Sephora one in the Nudist. For my lips, I went in with Bites Kava. This is definitely a favorite color of mine. I do have a backup, but I've used tons. And I like this because it's a nice sort of cool mauve-y pink. And I don't know, it's just one of my favorites. Another favorite that I have found this year is the Sephora glosses that they have. And I think I've bought Sephora glosses before, but I really like the ones that I've picked up super recently, like in the last couple of months. This particular one is in the shade Brave. So I really like this gloss, so that's what I went over the top of my lipstick with. Super pretty. For my contour today, and I did do a little bit of contouring just because I felt like it, I went in with my Kevin Aqua contour book. This is the volume 2, and I have a backup of this too because I really like this one. This is a hot mess. This looks like a hot mess. But I went in with the cream contour in this palette, which is definitely my favorite thing in this palette. I like the powder one too, but I almost always reach for that for the cream contour. For my cheeks, this is also a relatively new purchase this year. Blush, this is the shade Brave from NARS, and I really like this blush quite a bit. It doesn't go with everything, I don't feel like, because it's quite a cool color, but I do really enjoy the formula, and I just really like that. For my contour, I went in again with the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil, and I used this in a couple of videos back, but I like this bronzer quite a bit. For my highlight, I went in with a favorite of mine. This is Benefits Tickle, and I like this because it's kind of that peachy gold, rose gold thing going on. There's just something about it that I find myself reaching for it all the time. For my liner on my upper lash line, I went in with Urban Decay's Perversion liquid liner. I like this liner quite a bit. For my waterline and my tight line both, I went in with the shade Joyride from ColourPop. For my eyes, I went in underneath with the color Candy Cane and Nutcracker, and a little tiny bit of kohl pushed in really close to my lash line. And yeah, I'm super happy with how my red eyeshadow came out today. I had fun playing with this. This was just a play time for me, and I thought I would share my process a little bit with you that I did to get this look. One thing I want to do with this palette next, and so there may be a third look with this palette, because I like it so much and because I think it is one of the best holiday palettes that came out this year. I mean, I obviously haven't bought them all or anything like that, but there've been a few that I'm just like, really, why? Like, I'm thinking right off the top of my head, is it the Kylie Grinch palette? And I just look at that and I'm like, where are the Dr. Seuss colors? Where is the Grinch color? Where is it? That could have been so much more. So I was disappointed in that, because once I saw that she was doing a collab or whatever they call that with the Grinch, I thought that could be really cool. And then I saw it and I'm like, never mind. So for this palette, I really want to do a super gold, not gold, a super orange kind of look. So I want to use this color right here, Mold, and oops, I just dug my finger in that. Good job, Amy. Way to be a pro YouTuber. Greeting and Pantone and Misbehave, which are these colors right here in the corner. I really like those. And Yuletide, that's another one that could get worked into that look. So I'd really like to do something with more of a mustardy, orangey, warm kind of look like that. I think that could be really, really fun, and maybe use one of the more gold shimmers, like, let's see, like Spicy, it's a really pretty color. These are not colors that I typically reach for, these sort of just your basic gold colors, but and then there's another pressed glitter in here called Jingle Bells, and that's also really nice. Focus. So those are really nice colors, as is the color Decked Out. That's a really nice color. Spice Cider is a beautiful color. I think I mentioned that earlier. That's the one on my pinky. Anyway, so I think that some of these colors would be really nice on the lid to really, give a lot of sparkle and stuff. I think that's about it for this video, you guys. I just wanted to do something quick and short and fun, and encourage you to pick this palette up if you haven't already, and if you have, hopefully you can get a little bit of inspiration from this eye look. And like I say, I will link Angie's channel below because she did this look and I was super inspired by it. So here we are today, and I thought I'm going to do a red look, and that's definitely how this turned out. If you're interested in my earrings, I featured these in a earring haul, and I will be sure and link that video up above so that you can see these and some other ones that I recently picked up at Nordstrom Rack. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your time here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring that bell for notification whenever I upload a new video, which I'm a little behind, but I'm hoping to catch up here real soon. And until next time, bye guys.